I've been thinking about Wario's combo routes a little bit more dynamically these days. Not just a static list of moves you have to execute one after the other to be true, but adjusting on the fly, tracking my opponent's DI, following them as they go, keeping track of, are they someone who tends to double jump towards center stage? Do they air dodge and panic? Do they try attack and aggressively get their way out of disadvantage? Do they mix it up? And yeah, I found a lot of success with that. Last week, well, Saturday I actually recorded a car talk for a UWA tournament, but my mic ran out of battery on the car talk to the venue, and then the car talk from the venue I left the AC on because it was pretty hot, but that was a mistake because it absolutely blasted my mic and you couldn't tell what I was saying. So lessons learnt from that tournament. But yeah, what I learned from there, for example, against like Cloud, you can do stuff like Nair 1-2, but up air is kind of hard to hit if they're DRing out or SDRing out, because Cloud's hurt box really shifts when he gets hit, so it's actually hard to sort of get under there and get that first up air to start the juggle situation. But what I realized when I changed up was, in the moment, because I knew the up air wasn't going to connect, I didn't force it, I didn't just follow my pre-existing routine of how a combo should go. I changed it up. I saw he was in front of me instead, so I did a fair, then dashed forward, dash grabbed, up throw up air. So I achieved the same end of getting a juggle situation, racking up my hits, but that quick little adjustment on the fly in the moment sort of just netted me more reward than trying to force something I knew wasn't going to work. So yeah, I've just been sort of messing around with different combo routes, not just following my things that I know are true. Like for example, something I've been doing instead of just going for Nair 1-2 up air all the time, if they're actually about 20-30%, sometimes it's better to just go for you Nair 1-2, and then say they're on a platform, or they'll tend to be towards a platform, you full hop, then do a Nair 1, land on the platform, so that sort of sends them forward. And then what I noticed Gluto might do is he either would try get a down tilt into fall off up air, or he'll just basically just try to get some follow up from there, maybe fall off, get a fair, I don't know, something like that. So these are sort of fun little extensions of possible combos, not just going, okay, I've hit my Nair, now all I have to do is hit 3 up airs, 2-3 up airs, and call it a day. So I try just sort of weave in a couple of extra things, but that also doesn't mean you should just try force hits over and over again, because if you try rush in too much when things aren't looking right, they don't feel right, then you might just, like for example in a juggle situation, you might just go past them, let them get back for free, or in like a ledge trap edge guard situation, if you try to force things off stage with so many hits, they might just slip past you, and now you're in disadvantage, you've been reversaled. So always a balance with these things. So yeah, I'm just sort of thinking about that as I'm playing, not combos as a list of moves, but something dynamic that I'm sort of messing with in the moment. So I've been messing around with like a couple of other things in my combo routes as well. So if I know something's not going to be true, rather than trying to say force an up air, full hop up there, try get an up air, I might full hop, fast fall down, try get an up tilt, or so that could maybe catch air dodge, or if I think they're going to be aggressive out of disadvantage, maybe I jump up, fall down, do the same thing, but this time I shield. So getting out of shield that way. If I think they're double jumping, maybe I overextend even more. Double jump myself, try get an up air, catch them off. Now they've got no jump. What can I get off that? Yeah, it's been a lot of fun sort of experimenting with these different routes or reroutes of my combos, and kind of excited to test it out again today. I guess the other thing I've sort of been thinking about is tempo control. I watched a Tweak Talks episode recently, and there's always this balancing act. I mean, honestly, always feels like a balancing act whenever I talk about Smash Bros. Of playing fast versus slowing things down. Playing fast doesn't always just mean like you spamming dash attack, dash grab, you're rushing in hell unsafe. It just means you're making like lots of decisions per second. So it's like, or drift here, don't drift here, fast fall, don't fast fall, quickly let go of shield, dash back, walk back, hold shield an extra long time, an unnatural long time, which kind of throws them off, that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm really enjoying what I'm thinking about this week. So like when it comes to the combo routes, when it comes to how quick or how slow I'm playing, and yeah, we'll just see how the success goes in bracket and go from there. So keen to play. Catch you after.
I would have won if it was best of 5. That's one way to think about it. Oh. The run and grab didn't work. Oh, he's doing some overshoots. Gotta... Oh no. Oh! Meaty. Oh, you're dead. There we are. That was pretty sick. Oh no. I've got no double jump. Nah. Happens. I need to stop getting hit when they do that. Oh, okay. I try. Oh. Oh no. Yep, fair enough. I'm rolling. Yep. Going high. That's not an option. Ooh, dead. Oh, that sucks. Wait, oh, I lost my jump. Nope, I wanted not to grab that. Oh. Yay! Oh, no, not dead. Oh, no, dead. Oh. Ah. Oh, no way. Oh. That's crazy. Oh. I just wanted to get out of there. He just followed me with the uppy.
Damn. That was a nice bracket. Pretty consistent. Sort of placed exactly where I was seeded to. But overall, I think like some of the games I play, they're quite competitive. Some of the higher seeds, some of the lower seeds, some good variety in there. And yeah, today was a really good chance to sort of practice my combo routes. I've got some nice combos to sort of talk about, some waft confirms. I was proud of some of the things I hit, and yeah, I mean, more than anything, I was just like really happy going through the motions, that I kept it competitive, and yeah, it's nice to just see how everything's paying off. Yeah, so let's get into the bracket breakdown. So my first opponent was Wraith. So they were actually just a totally new player, trans girl in the scene, and they play Cloud. And like I mentioned actually last week when I versed that new player, I never know how versing a new player is going to go. Are they going to be a cracked cunt? Are they going to be... I've never really played the game before at all, just mashing specials. There's a whole spectrum of possibilities. And I was quite impressed with how they were playing, actually. For like someone who said they haven't really played the game for that long, and this is their first tournament, they had some really good neutral. Like, they just really understood the fighting game concepts. And turned out, they told me after the set, I had a little bit of a combo with them, just talked about how they felt, how the tourney went. Anyway, they said they used to play competitive Tekken, so I could tell like they were picking good options, but sometimes they'll like throw out this randy F smash, try force things a little bit too much, and that's sort of how I'd get my openings. And I have a lot of experience with Cloud as well, sort of just playing around that range of fair, bear, trying to anti-air his jump-ins sometimes, up tilting, out of shields as well, being careful of Cloud's up B as well. So yeah, not really too much to rave about. I was just happy I sort of won that. After that though, I had to play Charlie, or Cheesy07, who's a DK player. Now, as you might expect from their cheesy tag, they go for a lot of like high risk, high reward options. They get some crazy fair kills, dare kills on DK. So I was a little bit wary playing them, but I mean, they're not a totally cheesy player. They're actually a really good player, in my opinion. And huge kudos to Charlie, he's a nice guy. Yeah, I mean, last time I played a DK was Kutz, and I got 6 stocked. Now, I think I played a lot better that set, mainly because of the tempo control I was talking about in the car talk to the venue. So I was doing a good job of not just like dashing back all the time to play patient. I'd actually just be walking left and right, these little inches, trying to see how they react. And when it comes to DK as well, just what I found in general, the best way to sort of get your hits against DK is to be in that 45-degree spot above him, because if you just try dash in at bad times, you're going to get F tilted, down bead. If you approach above him, you're going to get up tilted, up aired, and he can always back air you as well with the 45. So it's sort of like 45 below, 45 above. That's sort of how I think about it. And when he's in the air, I can kind of approach him in his face as well. If he's facing forward, if he's facing backwards, the bear is kind of hard to contest. So I don't really do that. But say he's jumping forward, maybe to do a down B or something like that, I can sort of catch him there. But Charlie, yeah, he did a really good job in our set. It was going back and forth, and I don't remember if I hit a waft in game 1. We went to Lilac, and I think I was just doing a good job with the back and forth, these trades. I was getting like lots of like nair 1-2 up air combos, just to ladder and juggle. Sort of drifting, not too much, just slightly drifting to keep my advantage, and got some dare kills as well on his up B, which is like pretty consistent against DK. If you're sort of in that spot above him, so you don't get clipped by the up B arms. So yeah, even though I lost 0-2, I had a really good feeling after that set. Like, maybe if things went just a little bit either way, like a couple of interactions went a little different, I might have won, because I think game 2, yeah, I was up. I was actually, I had the lead, but he ended up finding like a down B up smash on me at 80 to end up closing out, get a quick stock. So, yeah, quite happy with that. Nothing really else to say. Then after that, I played Junie. Junie, I mean, I think they used to play Kirby, and their Kirby was kind of tough for me, kind of a small character for Wario. I used to struggle with the small characters before I realised, because Wario kind of can't really do his rising aerials on small characters. I was like, damn, I just do not know what to do. Like my nairs are just like going over the top, and it's kind of hard to brawl Kirby. Then I realised, it sort of applies to like Pikachu and Kirby. Sort of realised you kind of got more range than those characters, and with more drift and stuff, so you can sort of like, I'm not used to doing it on Wario, but you're sort of outranging them, like you're sort of putting hitboxes in spaces, trying to like close out space. Anyway, this is a huge tangent because they didn't even play Kirby today. They played Pit and Mewtwo, so I think it did a good job in those matchups. Ended up getting some leads, letting them play a little bit bursty, and then capitalizing on like them trying to close the distance too much. I just like wait that extra half a second, find some good hits, keep my advantage well, and go from there. Actually, the thing I was most proud of when I was playing the Pit was I had this nice sequence. It was like an edge guard sequence where I think I had them on a ledge trap situation first, and then I got I got a down tilt as they like try to jump from the ledge. Like my down tilt clipped them. They tried to jump again with Pit's jumps. I managed to so I sort of came back, went back again with a back air, and then they were sent kind of low. So I grabbed the ledge, and then I sort of timed the drop down of the ledge so that as they were coming up with Pit's recovery, I could come up with a back air. And I was really happy with that. It was like just a consistent edge guarding sequence, and felt pretty good. Then I played most difficult character, who, drum roll, you can guess who that character is. Ice Climbers, Rosalina, or Peach. It was Peach. So I do think that's a pretty difficult character, don't get me wrong, I think they were right. But against Wario, in the past, I've really struggled to box with them. I think Peach sort of plays a very similar way to Wario. Like they're floaty, very aerial based. They got the crazy combos, like turnip combos. They're sort of like waft combos in a sense, except they can pull it all the time. But yeah, and I'd actually lost to this guy at a knockout series redemption last month. So he absolutely smoked me. I didn't really know what I was doing in the matchup, but I sort of figured it out as I went today. So something I was realizing was it was kind of similar to DK. So almost like matchup metaphors, like akin the two characters. When Peach is sort of facing me in the air, if I try and meet them head on, my fair is going to win most of the time. Like their fair is kind of slow to start. I can bait it out if they're going to do it. I mean, obviously a high percent is a bit more risk reward for them doing that move. And Nair's not too bad, but I can sort of like box them in that spot. And the other thing I was doing was like slipping under them, getting like up tilt, up air. Bike was really good as well, just to like cover that sort of angle they like to float at and do down airs. But yeah, we were playing a really slow game, and it was not easy at all. I was playing really careful, making sure not to get like turnip comboed or to rush in too recklessly into their hitboxes, or try force a whiff punish when I wasn't really in the right spot to do something about it. But yeah, I was quite happy with how it went. I got landing up air into waft game 1, and then game 2 I got Nair 1-2 up air, short hop up air, full hop up air, double jump waft, which is sick. I like hitting that. That is like one of Wario's like fun waft confirms, and it can be tricky sometimes, but I was glad I hit it. And the biggest part of what I just said about that combo route is because I had rage, I actually recognized to do the double jump waft. Sometimes I'm so used to like the sequence of moves that I'm doing. I'm like, okay, near 1-2, up air, full hop, up air, waft. But I was sort of tracking him as the hits was going. I realized he was a bit higher than what I thought after the up air because of the rage, and because Peach is a bit floaty as well. So I had the recognition to be like, oh shit, I gotta go up and follow him. So that was a good little reroute in the middle of my combos, and I was quite happy with that. And then we were going back and forth last stock, last hit-ish. We were about 80%, both of us. And I think to close out, I threw the bike, hit him. No, it wasn't bike. I think I fared him, and then I think I had a feeling he was just going to rush in and try to do like a fair or an attack or something. So I hit him. I think it was weak fair, so I didn't really send him that far. And I felt like he just wanted to come back in quickly, so I just walked and then jumped in, did a half waft, got the kill. And yeah, that was sick. Got 2 wafts in game 2. Kind of adapted to a tough matchup I struggled with about a month ago, so fuck yeah, quite happy. That was probably the set I was most happy with my performance. And kudos to them, because they're not new, I'd say. They've been playing for like 3-4 months, I think. And yeah, they're kind of scary. I didn't know about them until we versed at that knockout series redemption, and I got smoked. So to come back like that, to have a decent performance, felt good. What can I say? Finally, I played Jadlad. Jadlad, another good PR player, plays Ganondorf, great guy. And he's a super patient player as well, with his Ganon. Sort of finds his hits, plays patient, and then he's got like this killer instinct where you just rip a big smash, rip a down air, and you just lose a stock hell early. So it's really hard to know when he's going to do that as well, when he's been playing patient this whole set. I'm like, oh my god, he's going to change it up right now. And then he doesn't. He just waits. And then I overcommit in or panic air dodge or something like that. And then he gets the hit or something. But overall, yeah, we were going really back and forth. Like, I was playing a bit faster, not rushing, but like just with like little micro movements, just trying to see if he like rushes in or something. Like for example, when he was at the ledge, I'd like fair his shield, drift back, dash back, and he would like try to dash attack in to get out of the corner, and I'd just be in the spot to sort of punish it, because I did the dash back, I can react really easy and with punish him. And yeah, did a good job getting up airs, juggling him. Got nice edge guard as well in game 1, where the bike sort of was at like a nice angle when I threw it. I just did a normal forward throw, just went at an angle, and as he went to up B, had no jump, as he went to up B, hit him. Then he air dodged, and I was just ready, just came off, met him with the fair, got the kill. So, but what ended up happening though, game 1, so we were going neck and neck. Stock 2, I was at like 150, he was at 140. He got a dash attack, and then he got a down throw nair close to the ledge, slipped off, did a down air, and I thought I was out of range. Like I was dying out. I didn't really drift or do anything. I thought I was like way out of range. But yeah, that move's a monster. It actually just hit me from further away than I was ready for. I just got killed straight up, dead, 30%. So that was quite an interesting way to end game 1. And then game 2, I mean, we were going close again in that game 2. We're just trading back and forth. I was finding the kills every now and then, and he was at about 40% and I was at 80%, and I got a up tilt on his air dodge from the corner, and I just did up tilt waft, thought it was going to be true. He was at the right percents. I had a little bit of knockback from my percentage as well, so I thought it was true. But I think because Gan's a really tall boy as well, he could tech. I thought it sent him high enough that it wouldn't be a tech situation after the up tilt. And yeah, just ripped the waft. He tech rolled away, and it was just a bit awkward. Is what it is. And I mean, I didn't give up though at that point, even if I used the waft, even if we both were like, oh, it's a bit awkward. Still tried, still got him up to 80, but then I think he closed out with a fair. Yeah, so fair. And yeah, that was about it. So ended up getting 9th, going 3 and 2, and yeah, quite proud of that. Yeah, like I was saying, the most proud I was those combo reroutes I did, like just mixing up a couple of things, tracking, and yeah, it's nice to see how my advantage state's sort of leveling up by just following the opponent, not just doing like a list of moves that are true, sort of like being dynamic, being adaptable in the moment. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Appreciate it, and I will catch you next Monday. See ya.